Hey, what's up, guys? It's Anime Talk here with Izzy, and so...
That was so long, what the heck?
I know, I was trying to be dramatic.
And so...
And today's anime is Attack on Titan, episode 48. That's what I'm going to go on a limb. I might say 48. And...
I should know.
Hey, we're doing this in the car when we just did so much shit right now, okay?
Okay, so yeah, today's episode is episode 40...
Okay, you don't even know if it's 48.
49.
No, I think it's 48.
I think
And-
it's like 60 or something. isn't
No,
it?
it's 48. I think last
Really?
time I uploaded was 47. Or
Okay, so today's episode felt like the last episode.
It's not.
Yeah, it felt like the last episode of the season.
It's not.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying it felt like it.
But it's
Jeez.
not.
Louise.
But it's not.
Lemon squeeze.
Yeah, it's 48.
Yeah. Okay, so we ended off with
I think they were I don't remember
they already crowned Historia,
Mm-hmm.
and right now they're talking. I know it was mainly focused on Eren and and Eren's dad. That's what the main focus was. So like
Oh yeah, the history.
yeah, so it started off with Eren, Mikasa, Historia, Connie, I think John. They were all like they were in an orphanage, and then they were playing with kids and stuff. And then Eren and Historia were talking, and then
Mikasa came out and
Yeah.
like, yeah, we're gonna go fast with this.
yeah.
Mikasa's jealous. And then from
Yeah.
there we had them
Eren was just thinking,
Yeah.
I forgot. Yeah, he said he remembered somebody when he got his memories back, and then he was like, "This guy must have known my dad, so I have
But
to go."
I think he did that. He remembered when they were having lunch. Remember they were
Oh,
eating
right,
in the
yeah.
cafeteria?
Yeah, they were
They were
eating, and then he
eating,
remembered.
And they were talking, and then he was like,
Yeah, cause like he's been like confused on something. Like he knew he had those memories, and a picture of a man's face was like in his memories. And then in the lunch, like when they were eating lunch, he actually remembered. He was like, "Oh my gosh, no way, it has to be this guy." know?
And I was like, holy shit! This guy is like from the first episodes.
Yeah.
It's like it's just so crazy to
And-
think that he's still in the show.
Yeah, it was the guy that trained everybody. With
And I
his,
remember he said
bags,
something about
eye
how
bags.
he looked like his mother in the first ones, in the
Yeah.
first couple episodes.
Yeah.
I remember something about that, like, and it showed he had some type of relation. But man, I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, I remember the character. I kind of thought he was suspicious, low key. I thought that character.
I thought it was gonna.
But then I got over it. I was
when
like, you
when
know
they
what?
pointed
They're
when they
not-
pointed him out, I thought something bad was gonna happen. Like he's
Yeah.
gonna turn bad.
Yeah,
But
me
when
too.
you learned more what's happening, like when he was talking about the story.
yeah, it was really intense because everybody went to him. They literally went to his training camp or whatever, and they had other things to do, but they chose to go to him to get more evidence, or just
they just want to know the
yeah,
story,
they
like if
wanted
he knows anything.
information.
And
yeah.
it turns out this guy used to be the commander of the scouts.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
And he was and then I'm like, and then I think about it again. He was that guy that was coming out of from the scout regiment when they were coming back from something. The first episode, I think, and everyone was looking at him,
Mhm.
and it was like the guy. He was the guy that was like screaming or like, "I'm sorry, your daughter's dead," or whatever, or your son is dead. Yeah, and I was like, "What the hell? He looks totally different."
Yeah, so it was like a whole flashback on his story and his point of view of Eren's dad. And so basically, to sum it up, he liked Eren's mom, and he knew Eren's mom for a long time, but something happened with Eren's dad. He was out of the walls, and he he literally forgot everything, only his name, and he knew that he was a doctor too. So he brought him in, and then he tried like making him remember, and then Eren's dad helped everybody. He was
Yeah,
the
he was just
doctor.
basically being a normal citizen.
Yeah, but he was kind of like, I don't know. He was like he was deep into things.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
was
he's-
like those intellectual guys.
Yeah, he's very smart, basically.
Yeah.
And then we had the other guy, the what's it? We need to know his name. You know the bald guy that we were just talking about, the guy that they went to go talk to right now.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the guy, the
yeah,
flashback.
yeah, he's literally just being a scout guy. Like he's just
Yeah.
doing his rounds and
Yeah.
stuff.
And then like Eren's dad put like, cause Eren's dad, he's more of like a logical person. He doesn't do like fighting or anything. So like Aaron's dad and then the bald guy, they were in like a cafe or whatever where Aaron's mom worked at. And then she mentioned how like, oh, are you recruiting again? And then he's like, nah, I'm not that type of person, you know? Aaron's dad, he's like, I don't do that. That's for like the chosen people. And that gave the idea that
she's kind of an asshole, honestly, to think about it. You gotta think about it for a second. Like she's brushing off because he's like, oh, he's a fighter, he's gonna be a scout guy, you know, like throwing his life away. But if you think about it, this is the only way they're gonna advance.
True.
So people like this who are fighting.
But it's sad because like you're recruiting people to death.
You're recruiting people to death, but they know what they're recruiting themselves. He's not forcing them, you know?
Yeah, I guess.
Like, he was talking to them. He's just like, hey, you know, like, if you want to do something about this and you want to get out of here, join the Scouts. Like, Aaron. Like, that's why she didn't want Aaron to, like, the show's one of the reasons why she didn't want Aaron to join.
I don't think she likes the idea of people, they're, like, on the edge of dying.
But if you think about it, it's like you're still dying even though if you're in the walls.
Yeah.
Because you never know what's gonna happen. But anyway, yeah. After that.
Yeah. So he's like, that's for the chosen.
She was being an asshole though.
Okay, chill out.
She was being a total asshole.
So the bald guy had like
I had to.
Chill out, bro.
Come on, go, keep going.
So the bald guy had like the mentality that he was the chosen one because of what Aaron's dad. Like, he took it into heart, you know? He's like, oh my gosh, like, I have to do everything I do because not everybody can do it. I only me. And he was like, the scout leader, right?
Commander, yeah.
Yeah, commander. And then it was like a lot, like that idea that you're a chosen one, that like that continued throughout the whole episode. So, so the dad got a lot of recognition, and then he married Aaron's mom, and then the bald guy obviously liked her, so he got mad. and
then he joined the Scouts 2 times harder.
Yeah.
No, I'm just messing with you.
What? Yeah, and then...
oh, I think they were showing that he was getting promoted commander, and at the same time she was getting married.
Yeah, and then he didn't want it that much, because, like, that's not what he really wanted. So, and then they had a baby, too, and that, like, made him mad. And that made him really mad, because, like, they were coming back from, like, out of the walls. I'm guessing they had a mission, and then the bald guy, he saw the baby, and then he's like, whose is that?
He ate the baby.
And then she's like, oh, you didn't know? I'm sorry, the news didn't get to you. And then he was like, I guess. And then he like said,
I'm telling you, she's such a bitch.
He said Aaron is not special. He literally said that.
But it makes sense what he's coming from.
And then he was yelling at her saying like, oh my gosh. No, because like the mom, Aaron's mom was like, hey, you don't stop doing this, you know, like stop. You're like you're gonna kill yourself.
Just stop.
And he was like, this is like for humanity. This is for greater good, you know? You don't have no right to tell me stop or not, you know? And then he was just yelling at her, and then she
the computer's
yelled back.
about to stop.
Oh.
The battery is really
no
low.
battery. Whatever. Okay, yeah, and then they're bickering, and then Aaron's dad. Oh yeah, this is when the Titan, the wall of Sina or Maria, I don't know. The wall, the first wall collapsed, and then Aaron's dad and the commander and Aaron were there, like in like a warehouse.
And then it was just let's just skim through. Aaron's dad was gonna take Aaron somewhere, and the commander was like, "Where are you taking him?" And he's like, "Mind your own business. This is a family matter."
Yeah.
And then they left, and then he started following.
Yeah, that was
him.
after Aaron's mom died. And like, we have to avenge her, you know.
Yeah.
And then he turned Aaron.
Basically, Aaron's dad chose Aaron to be the Avenger, and then the commander was like, why?
He figured out that he's not a chosen one.
But no,
like
that's
Aaron's dad's the chosen one.
Like he's like,
one.
why aren't you? Like he's like, okay, why are you choosing him to do it? You are the chosen one. Like to Aaron's dad, like you're the special one. And he just looked at him. Mind your own business. And then he left. But it's true. I mean, it's like it makes you think for a second. Like he's like, oh, you're the special one, yet you're not the one doing the special things. You're just on the sideline. But maybe he's not the special one.
He's like a game player, and then everybody else is like his pawns.
Yeah. Now, after that, they go to the forest, and then this Eren and Eren's dad.
Yeah, and then he turned him into a Titan.
And then blah blah. And I don't think did the commander see anything, or he
No,
just
he
saw.
didn't.
Oh, he just saw Eren
no,
unconscious.
Yeah, and then he put him back with Mikasa and Armin.
And that was the end of the story.
Yeah.
And then again, the bald guy is like, Eren, you're not special. Like again, he's like, you're not the chosen one. Your dad is, and he's like that. Blah blah blah. And Eren's like, I know feel like that. Blah 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 blah. And then the bald guy's like, there is something else your mom did say. And then his mom was like, I don't care if he's special. It doesn't matter. No one has to be special as long as you be you, and that's it. And then Eren took it, and then Eren was like,
yeah, he was enlightened, and then they left.
And Eren's like, I don't need to be a Titan anymore.
But like Hanji too, she was mad because the commander, he gave up his spot because of his pride and his ego. He gave it up to Erwin.
Yeah,
and then he got mad. Like, all those scouts, they like lost their lives, and you're just like, you're fine with that. Like yeah. And then she got all angry.
And then Hanji became the commander again.
Yeah. No, she did not.
And I think that's the end of the episode, right?
Yeah.
Everybody
was enlightened.
It was a good episode. I enjoyed it. I just can't wait for tomorrow. Wait, yeah, tomorrow Saturday. Yeah. I can't wait to watch the next episode. And then this is like the recap of the episode. Eren thinks of a bald guy. Then the bald guy talks about his bitch
life.
mom. Then Hanji gets mad. And then that's the end of the episode.
And Mikasa's jealous.
Mikasa's jealous. Alright guys, I think that's it for Anime Talk. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram. Anime Talk is now. As you can see, we're not uploading fast enough with the podcast, but give us a break.
I've been very busy.
Oh. I thought the computer died. Let's hurry this up. Let's end this one.
Bye.
Okay, bye guys. See you guys.